Hi everyone, I'm Bonita from Pennies to Dollars and welcome back to my channel. We talk about frugal living on this channel and you're probably going to hear different suggestions on this channel based on the way that I live that you may not hear on other channels. Sometimes I get a little bit of criticism for that, but overall, most of the time everybody is very kind and generous and receptive to the things that I suggest. So today I'm going to tell you about some of the things that we do to save money. They may be things that you have been advised against, but we've had good experiences for the majority of the time on the things that I'm going to suggest to you. So today I wanted to give you 6 examples of things that we do to save money. When we buy a vehicle or an RV, we have an older RV, we buy used. You hear this from a lot of people that they buy used, right? But we buy used from individuals before we will go to a dealership. I have always felt more comfortable going to an individual. Some people might feel less comfortable doing that, but I just feel like I'm not getting the sales pitch. I'm getting honest information about what the vehicle needs or if it needs anything. They're more willing to help identify those items, fix those items, and reduce the cost if something needs fixed. I've bought one new vehicle my entire life, which I've told you before. I felt like that was a major, major mistake. It took me forever to pay it off. I paid way more than what it was worth overall. But I always buy used from individuals. We even went clear to North Dakota to buy our last RV. We met the people, they have become friends of ours, and they helped us through the process, even once we got home to Kansas, telling us how things worked that we didn't know how they worked. So this is something that I just feel has had more benefits for us than anything that could possibly go wrong. So that's something that we do. The second thing that you probably will hear maybe some bad things about is we buy things refurbished if we can. And it saves us a lot of money, and I haven't had any bad experiences with that. My last 2 phones have been refurbished. My son got an Xbox headset for Christmas one year that was refurbished, and he even picked it out online and sent me the link because it was so much cheaper. He had done research about the company and the things that they refurbished, and he felt comfortable suggesting that this be a good option because Xbox headsets cost so much, and he's still using them today, and it's been several years. My dehumidifier that I bought is also refurbished, and I've had 0 problems with it. So these are some things that we have done to save money and to still get really nice things that maybe had a problem but had an expert fix that problem. And when we send our phones back to the company and we trade them out for a new phone, what do you think they do with that? They fix them up, they refurbish them, and they sell them. So, yeah, we have not had any problems in that area. The third thing is we will go to outlet stores that sell like remnants of carpet, remnants of tile that are maybe discontinued. We'll measure our space first and buy those things at deep discounts. Now, if you are worried about having to replace a piece of tile, you may not feel comfortable doing that. But most of the time, if you buy linoleum or something like that that's been discontinued, when you find the time comes for you to change it out, you're just going to buy all new again anyway. And we have not had any problems buying these things, and they are a deep discount. So why not pay per foot, per yard cheaper by getting something discontinued that will still match with whatever room that you're redoing? The fourth thing is I shop unexpected areas to find some of the same goods cheaper, kind of like that outlet store that I was telling you about. I had some of these sandals back in the 90s and I loved them and I wore them probably 10 years or more until I wore them out. They're a really good shoe and they're comfortable. And I had told you that when I replaced my bad flip-flops, I was going to get some decent flip-flops of some sort. Well, I saw these were back in style and I'm like, yeah, I remember these. I loved them. I started pricing them. Oh, my stars. $99, $109. I'm not paying anything like that for a shoe. And then guess what? I sell Avon. Why didn't I look there first? $29 for these. Yeah, huge, huge, deep discount for a very high quality shoe from Avon that is the same as the ones they're selling that are almost $100. I have clothes that I bought from Avon that are 20 and 30 years old that have held up. So I'm not a bit worried about buying these shoes from Avon. In fact, I was really excited and I couldn't wait to get them ordered, and they are just what I was looking for. I also watch for deals that come in my email from local places that I trust. For instance, I was given an email for a buy one, get one free to the state fair in September that's coming up. I immediately sent that link to my daughter who lives locally, and she also bought a buy one, get one free ticket. Tickets to the state fair have gone up tremendously. They're now $10 a person. I remember when they used to be like $2 or $3. And you can go on like a Monday and use your Dillon's card and get in for $1 or maybe free. I can't remember, but you have to take off work to do that, right? And I want to be able to go on the weekend. So I snatched up this buy one, get one free ticket, and we're going to be able to get into the fair for $10, the two of us. I was super excited about that, saving 50% on my entrance costs. Now, when my kids used to go to the fair with us when they were little, and I had a whole bunch of them, we would take a wagon or we would take a stroller and we would pack drinks, sandwiches, an ice chest, and we would either put it under the stroller or we would pack it in a wagon and pull the wagon. That's one great thing about the state fair. They don't care if you bring in your own food and bring in your own drinks. There's nobody at the gate saying you can't bring that in. They're fine with that. So we did that a lot to save money. Then we would go to the splash pad area, have our sandwiches, and we would still have money that we brought with us for special fair foods. If we wanted a funnel cake, if we wanted some homemade ice cream, a special thing that you only get at the fair, we did bring extra money for that. But the majority of our drinks and our food we brought with us. Even today, I see all kinds of families walking into the state fair, pulling that wagon with that ice chest. And the sixth thing is kind of a warning, I guess, more than an advice. The sixth thing is to tell you that my dad always said the fastest way to spend $100 bill is to go into the dollar store. So when you go into the dollar store, it's so enticing to see, oh, I can just throw this in my cart and this in my cart, and you don't think it's adding up very fast. So be sure and keep a calculator with you. Be sure and add it up in your head and make sure that you haven't gone over the amount that you want to spend or deviated from your list too much by picking up a lot of things that you thought looked like a great deal when you were there. And make sure that you know your prices, because many times the dollar stores will have items that you think are a good buy, but once you go and check those loss leaders or those areas in the store where they're clearanced, you'll find out that the dollar store actually costs more than maybe what you were going to pick up somewhere else at a discounted rate or a sale rate. So be very cautious of that dollar store. They pull us in saying Family Dollar, but Family Dollar to me is one of the most expensive dollar stores I've ever been in. And then Dollar General, it'll pull you in with that dollar title in its name. And some things are a good deal and some things aren't. You have to make sure you know your prices. And then Dollar Tree will pull you in with that enticing dollar in its title. But a lot of the things are not always worth $1.25, and many of the things in that store cost way more than $1, just like Dollar General and Family Dollar. In fact, I think Family Dollar and Dollar Tree are now in the same company. Sometimes you'll see a store with both of them hooked in the same building. So I guess that is kind of more of a warning or a keep your eyes open kind of advice. But we usually don't go to the dollar stores unless we have a specific reason to go. And because I know that what I'm going to get there is definitely going to be cheaper. I never walk in there and just browse through and pick up cards or art supplies or any of those things that I didn't have an intention to go get. So I hope this has been helpful to you today. And if it has, I would appreciate you clicking that notification bell so you'll know when I post a new video. I try to be consistent with 2 or 3 a week. Sometimes they're not always on the days that I intend, but for the most part, they're always up there. So click that bell so you'll know when I post a new video. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you soon.